Should you store your files on OneDrive or on SharePoint? That's the question. But first, I'm Paul Keizers. I'm the owner of KB Works. I'm a specialist in Teams, SharePoint, Viva, and Copilot, where I can help you with consulting, governance, and developing. So if you need me, let me know. But let's go into the video. First of all, I get this question a lot. Where do I store my files? Do I store them on SharePoint Online, in OneDrive? Or people don't even know what the difference is. So what I've done is I've prepared this pyramid. And I'm going to show you right now. So here we have the pyramid. And we start off with the intranet. The intranet is most of the time a closed environment. So only a few people can edit the intranet. They can put on news. You will find some job openings, shortcuts. You will find the menu of the restaurant, all that kind of stuff. It's mostly done via the intranet, and it's for a broad audience and a strict policy. If we continue, we've got SharePoint Online, and SharePoint Online is actually storage for files and documents, but also for your lists, and you can use it more. Then we've got Office 365 groups and teams. They are basically one, which also only store the teams, the files of your team. So that's really important to know. They only store the files of your team. Chat files are going to OneDrive. So that's also something you might want to know. If you chat or are in a meeting, all the files are stored in your personal OneDrive, or the OneDrive that the person shares your file with. So on the left side, we see some use cases. So here we have dashboards, terminals, projects for SharePoint Online, and Teams groups for Teams. So it depends, because sometimes your projects need Teams, so then you use Teams. But within SharePoint Online, you can set a different audience, and they do not have to chat or communicate within a team. That's when you use that. But we also got OneDrive for business, and this is your personal storage. And this is something that's really important to know, but I'll come back to that a little later. Then we see that it's all Microsoft 365, and within the SharePoint Online, we have a specific audience, strict policy, so not everybody can change it. So this is a very a thing you have to think about when you govern your SharePoint environment. Then we've got specific audience and moderate policy for your teams. This could be a strict policy as well, because I put it moderate because it depends on the team you are using. So sometimes you have an org-wide team and the policy is much wider, but most of the time it's moderate or strict. And then we have the personal part, which is moderate policy, because you are the boss of your own OneDrive. Some policies can set something else, but mainly you are the boss. Now, where to store what is, if you look at this pyramid, it's quite clear where to store what. But you need to be aware, if you put something on your OneDrive, then when you leave the company, the data is either going to your manager, who gets access to your OneDrive, or the data is lost and nobody can use your data anymore. So this is something you need to keep in mind when you store something on your OneDrive. When you want to share with your team or with your project, I recommend to store it in Teams or in SharePoint Online, because all data you put up there will be staying even after you go out of the organization. So this is a really important part. So what I mostly say is create your concept within your OneDrive, then move the item to SharePoint or Teams. And I say move because if you don't move it but copy it, you get duplicate examples. So let's go to a different view where I can show you how to copy it from your OneDrive. So here we are in OneDrive, and this is my personal storage. So what you see here is a few things. You see that there's a Microsoft Teams chat files folder. In this folder, there are all the items you shared within a chat or within a meeting.
If you like this video so far, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel.
So be aware of that, and you can see it's all shared. If we go to recordings, these are the recording transcripts I have from my meeting. So they are also stored in OneDrive. Now, you also see the whiteboard. Some are still saved in OneDrive, but let's look at this. If I, for example, have this document and I'm ready, I'm finished with my concept to share it with the world, I have two options. I can move or I can copy. So as I mentioned earlier, you always choose move because you don't want to have a duplicate in your environment. So then you have the possibility to go to, for example, let's go to the landing. I don't know what's in there, but let's do that. And I'm going to place it in documents. And you get the option, because maybe you have your concept already shared with others, to keep sharing with the same people. So they will still have access. So in this case, I will do that and I move here. It will move the item. It will show it in the bar. Let's wait a little bit. By the way, if you like these videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. Now I've gone to the document library in the landing, and you see it's here now. If I go back to my files and look for it, the file, it's gone now. So that's how it works. Let's go to SharePoint just to show you how it works. Let's see. I go to SharePoint, to the landing, and then I go to the document library. Documents. And here we see that we have the document. So this is the way how you use your SharePoint or OneDrive, but you always have the possibility to move from your SharePoint site to OneDrive and the other way around. But be aware, if you move, for example, from here, we say, let's do move to, and we would say to my files, we have to be aware that we keep sharing with the same people. So that's a really important part. So this is what I wanted to show you. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got a great video about Microsoft 365 features that you are paying for but not using. So it would be great to look at it. It's here over here, and see you next time.